You don't need more information. You already know what to do. Welcome to Doing What You Know. If you've ever found yourself saying, I know what to do, so why don't I do it? You're in the right place. This isn't motivation, and this isn't hype, and it's definitely not about learning more information. It's about breaking through the invisible barriers that keep smart, capable people stuck, even when they already know the next step. Every Monday, I'll teach one principle, one shift, one truth you can actually apply so knowing finally turns into doing. Let's get into today's teaching. Most people think progress comes from learning more, so they watch more videos, they read more books, they take more notes, and they convince themselves they're moving forward. But they're not. They're collecting. And collecting feels like progress, but it's not execution. Learning gives you a sense of control. It feels safe. You're not risking failure. You're not risking rejection. You're not risking being wrong. So your brain prefers it because thinking is easier than doing. There's a gap between knowing and doing, and most people live in that gap. They know they should take action. They know they should follow through. They should stay consistent, but they don't. Not because they don't understand, because they don't execute. The more information you consume without acting, the wider that gap becomes. You start to feel overwhelmed, confused, mentally cluttered, not because you don't know enough, because you know too much without applying it. This connects directly to episode 9. Most people say they need clarity, but in reality, they need execution. Clarity often comes after action, not before it. You don't think your way into clarity, you move your way into it. And if you're honest, you already know the next step. You know the call you should make. You know the task you've been avoiding. You know the habit you need to follow through on. You're just not doing it. That's not a knowledge problem. That's an execution problem. You don't close the knowing doing gap by learning more. You close it by acting faster on what you already know. Less delay, less overthinking, and less consumption, more execution. That's where progress happens. Take one thing you already know you should be doing, not 10, one. Do it today. Not perfectly, just immediately. If this message hit, it's because you're ready to stop collecting and start executing. Inside the Doing What You Know community, we focus on closing the gap between knowing and doing, not more information, more execution. If you're ready for that, you're invited. The link is below. If this teaching hit, don't overthink it. Knowing isn't the problem, doing is. Take the one action you already know you should take and take it today. And if you want support, structure, and accountability as you do this work, you're invited to join us inside the Doing What You Know community. Everything starts with one decision. I'll see you next Monday.